the game. The cinders of a lord on his throne. I think I'm gonna do that every time we kill a cinders on their throne. So like, I ended the second stream with. I don't know if we talked to Hawkwood, which was this guy's name.
Even occur. So that's how they're delivered to their throne.
Yeah, it says it's on air.
I pity. Ah, fair.
He gives you the Farron ring.
Hi. Hi.
I can't just remember. I have to do it outside of the stream. That's because when I opened up the thing, it went off air. Try it now. Should be there. What's my dexterity at? One plus shorts, even if you can't watch it, once the stream's done, you can just watch it then. Ah, oh, I need one more dexterity. George, I got a question.
It shows, so like, right here, 5 minutes ago, you had 1:09. Oh, here it is. Usually it came up on your page last night. Oh, wait, you can hear me.
What's the point? Alright, so... Hey! Hey, Andrew! I see you, buddy!
Hey!
Yeah, it's George. I have a guest today. So... basically the objective of this stream is for us to beat High Lord Wolnir and beat Pontiff Sullivan. And depending upon how long it takes to beat both of them, we may end up going to kill the old Demon King. So,
good times.
It's gonna be interesting.
Hi, Andrew.
Sorry about it. Yours is what? G95 Fisher? Or something like that? Your YouTube channel?
I was the one talking the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, 95. Hi.
So. Oh, George. Check this out. This, you know what it's called? Boulder heave. I'm literally spitting a boulder out of my mouth. I don't understand why that's considered a pyromancy.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Farewell, Ashen One.
I don't know why she's just kind of staring in the corner. She never does that. And she does little emotes when you do certain gestures towards her. I think if you bow to her, she bows back.
Imperfect sync. It's impressive.
Alright. So... to the Abyss Watchers! So... at the end of last stream, we had defeated the Deacons of the Deep, and we defeated the Abyss Watchers. The objective of this stream is to beat High Lord Wolnir, Pontiff Sullivan, and if time permits, the old Demon King. Because he's optional. You don't have to fight him. But if I can't get to him this stream, then I'll get him the next time I stream. Welcome to the Catacombs of Karthus. There's an actual shortcut you can take here. Over here, there's some rocks you can jump down. It actually ends right on that platform. So if you want to avoid all this stuff over on the left side of the catacombs, you can just take that path down. I wouldn't recommend it unless you have A, a lot of health, and B, if you have the silver cat ring. Oh yeah, this is the area where these guys don't die immediately after you kill them.
Someone's bringing a dose of double death.
What, George?
I said you're bringing a dose of double death.
I hate these dudes. Because they actually have a ring attached to them that works similar to a. They have an ability attached to them that works similar to a ring we'll get later on. Yeah. Really? Oh, so is he gonna fall off? Oh, I wonder if he fell off. These guys do sometimes come back. Not all of them come back, but some of them do. I think we can get an Estus shard here.
You're running smooth, mine's running auto 720. Oh.
Usually, with these skeleton dudes, usually you know when you've killed them when you actually add souls to your counter. Hold your guard against that motherfucker. I actually had that dude kill me. What's up?
I'm trying to find the speaker this so it doesn't go off super loud when I send this message.
That's the only thing. I just put it in silent. Actually, I don't want to go that way just yet. Because that's plot. I don't want to go towards plot yet. The only thing I don't actually like about spellcasting is that not only does it consume your blue bar, which is your FP, but it also consumes your stamina. That's what makes this different from 1 and 2, because in 1 and 2, spells had an actually limited use, and they only consumed your stamina. Here, because they gave you a separate bar to pull it from,
It still pulls both.
it still pulls both, but you have quote-unquote infinite uses as long as you have the blue meter. Which to me is like, okay, so why does it take stamina? Like, when I think of stamina, I don't think of it as casting spells. I think of stamina as, you know, swinging my sword, or blocking attack, or rolling.
I can swing my swords.
So. I have 2 Ashen Estus flasks, so I can restore it if I need to. I think this is an invisible wall. It is. Yeah, when you can tell. Well, when you just hit the wall in general, if it goes, toom, or it's a solid wall. But if it just goes, whoosh, oh, I thought I killed him. Yeah, but if it goes, whoosh, like an actual like sword swing going through something, it'll disappear. Nope. Well, he fell off, so he's not coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, well, not all of them do come back. I think it's only like select ones that come back. Well, these dudes can get annoying. like these guys because when they dodge, they throw kukri at you. Speaking of that, you can actually get kukri from them. Is he gonna come back? There's like 3 knives in my chest.
2.
Oh, that's just my sword. No, there was 3 knives when I looked, but it disappeared. I don't really use sharp and heavy gems in all honesty.
Stand in the back.
I do want to refill my FP though. I can't stab him in the back. I have to actually get around him to stab him. And he'll start attacking me as soon as I do. So I'll beat him. You can actually get it. I think he does drop it. Or has a chance of dropping it. Yeah, there are some areas in this game where having fire is really useful. I don't think there's... is there anything up there? I'll go double check. Yeah, these guys spawn. You gonna come back? Okay. I don't think there's anything up here. Nope. I did it on purpose.
Now you have to go back and get your 3,773 souls.
Yeah, but it'll either be at the top there or it'll be right there at the bottom where I died. And plus I don't have to take that side way that I took to get there because I got all the stuff that's there. Mm-hmm. I can just head down the stairs.
I can watch it again.
I think if that one dude, that second guy I killed in that room, he stands there. I think if he's standing there and you do a plunging attack, you negate the fall damage and you can kill him. Or do a significant amount.
That's how it works in other games.
I don't remember. I don't usually... There's only one enemy I know of in the game where you can actually drop on them and it won't kill you. And that's the Ancient Wyvern in Dragon Peaks. Because it's built around you dropping on his head and insta-killing him. I don't think you can backstab these guys. No, you can't. Never mind. That was a good rotation too, because it stunned him long enough for me to get my hits in. Dickhead 1 and Dickhead 2. I need to check. Are my souls up there? 'Cause usually you'd be able to see like a green tint. Yeah, and he also likes to parry. I've actually died to this dude because he kept parrying every attack I did. It's super annoying. I don't understand how he can parry when he doesn't have a head. There's my souls. See, I can drop down here, and it won't hurt me.
Yeah, that's nowhere near the fault.
Now that I have the Karthus Pyromancy Tome, I think I can get some of the more fun spells. Yeah, these guys hurt. No, it's bleed. you don't want that meter to fill up because it does a significant amount of damage to you, and that's actually, they nerfed bleed in this game. Bleed in Dark Souls 1 and 2, if you got afflicted with it, it actually cut your stamina. Here, it doesn't do that. It just does a significant amount of damage to you. All skeletons. If you run in here, oh, there's a dude right here. Okay, run, bye. He's never done that. I think when this hits that wall so many times, I think it's like 3. I think once it hits it 3 times, it breaks. And then you get an undead bone shard off of it. Or I'm not sure if it's when it hits so many times or when it passes a certain point. I think it's when it hits so many times. No. You'll know it breaks because there'll be an item there when it breaks. It's the only reason I'm standing here. Because he drops an undead bone shard. Which I can use to enhance the...
breaks or the wall breaks?
The ball. The ball of skeletons. Are you not breaking? I feel like you're supposed to have broke at this point.
Skeleton's fallen off of it. It appears.
That could have been the skeletons from earlier that it ran over. No, it has to, because it drops an undead bone shard. Yes, I do, because it upgrades the power of my Essence Blast. It is a significant item. I'll wait here for 2 more rotations. If it doesn't break, I'll come back later. I've had times where I've made it to the bonfire on the other side of that wall, and then it decides to break. Then I'm like, great, now I gotta run all the way back to get it. Yeah, you can actually see it clips through the archway of the door. Alright, I'm just gonna go forward. If it breaks, it breaks. I don't know why this dude ran. Why is this dude running? Again, I reiterate, how did these dudes know when to parry? Oh my god. I hate some of these skeletons because they throw those jars at you. And it's so annoying to fight them because if you've got other enemies that are there...
Go check to see if it broke while you were doing that.
No, I'd be able to see it from here. I know it breaks, because it's supposed to. I just don't know why it's not breaking. Maybe it's RNG, I don't know, but...
Legend of Zelda woman.
He's not throwing shit at me. Because... Oh! I know what it is. Where the fuck did that dude go?
Oh, the running guy?
Yeah, the dude that ran away? I think I'm supposed to kill him and it causes it to break. But I don't know where he went. Where did he go? I wanted to set off that trap. But seriously, where did that dude go? Oh, I forgot he reassembles. Yeah, but these... I don't think these guys reassemble at full health, though, I don't think. No, I remember. I killed him in that pathway, and he got hit by that arrow trap I set. So... I mean, he doesn't resurrect. But seriously, where did that dude go? I might have to respawn. I might have the rest of the bonfire come back through and attempt to kill him again. Because he just upped and disappeared.
Yeah, he ran away from you. You gotta go and find him.
He's never done that before. Oh, there he is. Fuck you. There we go. That's what it was. You have to kill him first. I don't like this part not one bit. Hmm?
You don't know if those are gonna come out and get you.
It's the ones that are covered. Like the ones that have bones sticking out of them are good. You don't want to break that middle one right here, the one I'm looking at. If you break that one, it'll set off a trap and set a bunch of these off. Which I think if I aim it right... Because they only travel so far. This is the ring that I was thinking of that when you have it equipped. Yeah, it boosts your dexterity and it obscures your rolling. It's a good PvP ring. It's not the best ring, but it's a good PvP ring. Especially if you're running a dex build. Yeah. I want to beat the one dude. Got him. I feel like I'm missing something. Have I talked to Henri yet? I don't think I've talked to Henri yet. I think I feel like I should have talked to Henri at this point. Oh! I know why I felt like I haven't talked to Henri yet. I didn't... That one pathway I said that I thought was story?
Yeah.
I didn't take that pathway. You just rolling? No, this one doesn't break. It was only the one that rolls down the stairs that breaks. I'm gonna light this bonfire, but I'm gonna warp back to the Abyss Watchers one because I think I missed Henri. And I want to have Henri for the Pontiff fight, so... Because in this playthrough, we're going to complete Henri's side story, we're going to complete Sigvard's side story, and we're going to complete Sirius's side story. Those are the three I always go for, unless I'm going for the Hollow Lord ending. Then I think I only go for Sirius and Sigvard. The main reason I go for Sigvard is because his side story ties into Yorm. So... And you actually get a different cutscene if you complete Sigvard's questline up to that point. Because the way that boss fight works, when you're, no, I'll explain to it when we get to that fight. Because you actually get a different cutscene if you completed Sigward's questline. Oh, they do that shit sometimes. It annoys me. Like, you know how they slowly reassemble? Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes they'll just instant assemble. Like, just out of nowhere, and it's like, that's not even fair. Then you get caught off guard because they do it so fast you can't react. These guys are just dropping tons of shit.
Good.
I'm actually gonna run past these motherfuckers. Get back up, I know you reassemble. Maybe I didn't miss Henri. I feel like I should have met Henri at this point. I'm gonna heal. He gave me more kukri. Yeah, here it is. I just didn't go down this pathway. Okay, none of them reassembled. Here's Henri. Hello, Henri.
Oh, hello. How very fortunate. Have you seen my companion, Horace?
No.
To my shame, I was snared by a trap and we've become separated.
What
I've
trap?
not been able to find him since. Yes, I see.
What trap did you get snared in to get
Horace
dragged
knew about
into
him,
the catacombs of
He
Karthus?
asked himself, no question. He probably said
Oh my god, I almost tagged Henri.
now,
Could have ended badly. Or he
If
could
you
be
happen
dead.
upon him, please tell him that I remain in the catacombs.
You won't remain in the catacombs for
I will
long.
lay prism stones to guide him, as always. Please send him my word, I beg of you. May the flames guide your way.
Yeah. In order to complete Henri's questline, you must not tell Henri, where Horace... Well, actually, no, that's a lie. You can tell Henri where Horace died, but you cannot tell Henri that Horace is still alive. Because Horace at this point is still technically alive. If you tell Henri where Horace is at, Henri will go straight down to the smoldering lake, and Henri will die there. But if you don't tell Henri where he's at, or you tell Henri that he's dead, you will still complete the quest line with Henri, as long as you kill the dude using Chameleon. Because in order to complete Henri's quest line, you have to kill him. If you don't, Henri dies before you even get to fight Aldrich. Help her or him fight Aldrich. Fire. Which conveniently is called the Catacombs of Carthus. But, there's an NPC that spawns here that really I don't like all that much. It's, his name is Night Slayer Sorig. I hate fighting. He does so much damage that at this point, even if you're running good armor, he does so much damage. But I gotta show off how to trigger him, though. So you gotta run down here in this hallway.
Yeah.
And this gate will be closed. There's no way to open it. Grab this item. As you walk up these stairs again, he spawns. That's stupid. I backstabbed him. Whatever. I always have an issue backstabbing him. You can keep your happy ass over there. And I don't want any of the cookies you're selling. I will gladly burn through my Ashen Estus Flask if it means I can kill this dude without wasting any regular Estus Flasks. Got him! First time I ever killed that dude on my first try. There's a lot of first things happening in this playthrough. Oh, and he gave me... Yes, he gave me back my Estus Flask uses. Perfect. And now since I killed him, I can walk back down that hallway and he won't come back. Alright, so... grab this item. You guys are being awfully generous with, coming back. I do want to heal. Do 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 do. He resurrects.
He's gonna die again like the bitch.
Does he even lock onto him? Large Titanite shard. I think this is the Grave Warden Ash. Yeah, Grave Warden's Ash. Which I think this entranceway is blocked by it. Yeah, invisible wall. More or less, you know you've hit an invisible wall if your character doesn't react to it. Got a fire gem. Goodbye. Yellow bug pellets. Okay. So if you run up here to this pathway, Henri will be up here. How Henri got here before me, I have no idea. But Henri's here.
Ah, hello. We meet again. Have you
Holding
seen
her head
Iris
like
anywhere?
she's... No.
Oh yes, I see. I've searched high and low with no luck. Perhaps he's left the catacombs.
Yeah.
Oh, Horace, where have you run off to?
But with this...
Oh, Horace, have you abandoned?
So with this, by not telling Henri where he's at... You want to know where Horace is at? He's down there. And how that dude is still alive, I don't know. He fell off. At an already weakened state, and he's still alive. But more to the point, you know, that way down there is to the path to get to Smoldering Lake. I'm about to show you how to get there. As soon as you start approaching this bridge, all these skeletons will spawn. You want to run across it quickly. Yep. It doesn't always work. And you use the bridge as a makeshift ladder. Only reason I'm going down here now is because, one, there's a demon here I want to kill. No, actually. He's not immune. This is how you abuse this guy's AI. Because when he walks up there, he never attacks you. He just goes right back down. So you can use this. So as soon as he gets down there and he sees you, he does that. Walk behind the wall. When he's done, walk back out. Just to bait him up. Sometimes he doesn't like to go all the way up for some reason. Once you kill this dude, he's dead permanently. He doesn't come back unless you do a new game plus. Oh, he angry. I wonder if this section will do damage now. Oh, hell, it does. Does more damage than my fireball. You know what's weird? I think Pyromancies is like the catch-all for anything that's not magic or lightning. Oh, that was my fault. I walked right into that. I thought he was done with it. It's weird. It's weird. Like, sometimes he doesn't attack and sometimes he does. And I don't know what triggers him to attack. killed him with that. By killing him, we got a soul of a demon. Now I'm going to ask you this. You can convert his soul into one of two different weapons. His axe or demon fists. Alright, then what I'll do is, I'll go, when I get a chance, I'll go back to Rosaria's bedchamber and swap the stats I put into dexterity into strength so I can wield it. If I can wield it. I need to see its strength I need to see its stats first, though.
Mimic.
You guessed it! Not anymore. I mean, I used up all my, We got the Black Blade. The only strength-based katana in the game. It's weird. Well, it's the only one that scales evenly on both in terms of equipping it, but it still scales off of dexterity. Which one am I thinking of as the one that scales off of strength? It might be the Chaos Blade. Nope, he's gonna reanimate. I didn't get any souls off of him. Alright, just for this, what I was gonna do is I was just gonna run and grab the items, but he spawned, so did he. Yeah. I'll grab that item when I hit the bonfire, because there's a bonfire right around this corner. That I can't activate! Made it. I want to go grab that item, though. Witch's ring. Oh, we want this. Swap it out for the... I'm not sure if these stack or not, because this greatly boosts pyromancy, but this also just regularly boosts pyromancy, so I'm not sure if these stack. I think they do. So equip that. We'll remove Eldritch Sapphire for the Great Swamp Ring. There we go.
Now what did the Sapphire one do?
If I just got like a critical strike, like a backstab or something, it restored FP. Alright, well now we have access to the bonfire for the Smoldering Lake. At least until we get to one of the bonfires in the Smoldering Lake. So. But I'm going to warp back to the Catacombs bonfire. Because we're going to go fight Wolnir. I know a lot of my friends in the Philippines can't watch it because they're on their way to school. So, especially Louis. I don't know if he could, he would watch my stream. But no, fuck off. Free souls. Alright, let's go fight High Lord Wolnir. Funny story about this area. There are no items in this room. But there's an item in his boss area that I think is missable if you don't grab it during this fight. Let us fight High Lord Wolnir. Like I said, one thing I like about Dark Souls is you learn a lot of the lore of the game behind the weapons. Because I think if you go to convert his soul into the sword he has, it mentions that there were once many lords, but then he went and dethroned them all and became the one High Lord. And that's where he got his title from. Yeah, this is the item that you can miss if you don't grab it. His weak point are these rings. If you break all 3 rings, you instantly kill him. Well, if you break all 3 rings, each ring takes a third of his health. So, yeah, you see how much damage it did? Like almost 5k damage to him. So, when you break the second ring is when he starts adding his sword to his attacks. Oh shit! When he does that, you want to move up because if you don't, the mist that's behind him can kill you. Alright, that's 2. Oh shit! That's the fastest I've ever killed him. Almost flawless. Sads me a little bit. Oh well. I mean, I'm gonna have to fight this dude 4 more times. Because I'm gonna have to fight him for each character I run through this game with. So I'm gonna have to fight him again as my sorcerer, fight him again as my cleric, fight him again as my strength and my dex characters. So anybody that is watching this stream is going to see me fight this guy 5 times to see if I perfect it. I will admit, I've only done it once where I fought him and didn't take any damage from him. Technically, every boss is possible to run a no-hit run with.
Yep. Just happened in Bloodborne, yeah.
Yeah, some dude ran through the entire game and didn't get hit once. That takes real skill.
Yeah, and he did it in a few hours, too.
When you can run through a game like this and not take a single hit, you deserve it. You deserve to be called a god at that point.
By gaming standards.
By gaming standards, you're considered a god. So in fact, that Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne are considered 4 of the hardest games in existence. Alright, there is something I want to do now.
How may I? Graciously, I
Forget, what does she get from me giving her that? Oh, I can buy the Abyss Watcher stuff. Oh yeah, I got Wolnir's crown. Some bosses, when you kill them, will actually give you armor. Like, because we killed Wolnir, we got his crown. Because we killed the Abyss Watchers, their armor set showed up. We killed the Crystal Sage, his hat's there. Not every boss does that, though. Only certain ones. We're gonna buy this key.
Ashen One.
Because now we have access to... We can go access the tower. The tower is behind over here. Because we need to do this to initiate the next portion of Sigward's quest line. Because we're coming up on where we're going to meet him again. So...
Why didn't you go straight across the bridge?
I hear a crystal lizard. I didn't know there was a crystal lizard back here! Hang on, I want to go talk to Snuggly. Or Pickle Pea and Pumper Ump.
You. Me, Pickle Pea. Me, Pumperum.
Now, this NPC is important if you're going for the sun armor. The armor of the sun. Because this is where you get it. You have to drop specific items for Pickle Pea. And they will give you certain items in return. Like, for example, if I drop the Vertebra Shackle, they'll give me an item in return. It's only certain items, and they'll only give them to you once. So if you get another Vertebra Shackle, and you used one before, too bad, so sad. You've already got the item for it. They won't give it to you again until New Game Plus. I know you need a Vertebra Shackle. You need a Seed of the Giant. There's a bunch of items you need. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but that makes the shortcut to getting up to Pickle Pea without having to constantly fall.
Can you jump down over that time?
Hang on. Yeah, I can drop down over here. What does he drop? Twinkling Titanite. That's good for certain special weapons. Like the Erethial Straight Sword. That requires Twinkling Titanite to upgrade it. I think we get an Erethial Rapier, I think? Oh, this is a shortcut to the other side of the tower. See, I did not know that crystal lizard was there.
Surprise!
You learn something new every day. I didn't see any items over there, but there's an item right here, though. Homeward Bone! Well, see, it's a good thing that we actually fell down there and got that crystal lizard. Because now, we would have had to have come back up here anyway. There is an item that we can get up here for the Firekeeper.
So that's why you didn't cross the
No, because I wanted to get the Pickle Pea. I need to look up what items I need to give her to get the armor, the sun armor. Literally, it's the armor. It's a literal set of armor representing the Warriors of Sunlight. Yeah, because they're known for their jolly cooperation. Fun fact: Sigward of Katarina is a member of the Warriors of Sunlight. Because he praises the sun. When you find the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant, which isn't until you get into Lothric Castle, as soon as you approach it and pray to join the Covenant, they give you the the gesture to praise the sun. You son of a bitch!
Friend. Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is gonna kill you, kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Oh, sorry. Am I a tad too late?
Yeah. If you talk to him again, which I'm going to do, he'll say a specific voice line.
There's beauty in death. Besides, you're surrounded by ladies. Every man's dream, right?
You know what happens if you were playing a female character?
I don't know. I don't think he changes his voice line. Yeah, see, that item right there, that's a Firekeeper set. You can dress yourself to look like the Firekeeper. I don't go for it because the jump to get that is risky. You can't kill yourself trying to get that armor set. Whereas if you just go over here, this is the intended way to get out of this area. I am going to heal though. We get a very important item at the bottom of these steps. The Estus Ring. Think of it as adding an additional level of Undead Bone Shard to your Estus Flasks. Without actually having one. Also, if you remember from when we fought the swordsman, he was blocking that door. So if you hadn't killed him, this would have been a good way to backstab him. But since I always kill him at the very beginning to get the souls he drops, I've never backstabbed him, so... I just want to kill those guys just for shits and giggles. Alright, well now we need to head... I think we need to head back up that way towards the tower, because we need to talk to Patches. That's his name, Patches. I think he is over here. Yeah, there he is. We're gonna talk to him.
Ah, okay. You're alive. Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice...
Yeah, he has a fugly face.
Oh, come clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit. You get these urges.
He has his quest line involves him doing shit to you, and you just forgive him.
Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me.
I'm only gonna give you for the fact you have Sigward's armor.
And that's what counts, right? Oh, fantastic. I knew. The heart of a lion.
Alright, so... why does he not have Sigward's armor? He's supposed to have Sigward's armor at this point. Or does he only have it once I enter Erythio Valley? He's supposed to have Sigward's armor.
Can't find any.
Because in order to continue Sigward's questline, you have to buy Sigward's armor from him. Actually, hang on. I want to go up here and convert that demon soul into an axe.
Aha.
Is this a great axe? It is a great axe. I need 28 strength to wield this. 20.
Would they be more beneficial to Pyromancer?
Well, either weapon would be beneficial to a Pyromancer only because they do fire damage. And the fire damage is scaling both off of your intelligence and faith. This is a pyromancy. Let me ask you this, since it's your character. Do you want flaming fists, or do you want a giant axe? Giant fire axe, I might add.
Let me check his stats.
So I need 28 to strength to wield this. So I may not be able to wield this yet. But this only requires 20 strength. And this also requires no dexterity for me to wield it. Gotcha.
Now, do not.
I do love these fists, though. I'm gonna use these souls real quick and I'm gonna level up. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use these souls, level up, and then head to... Actually, no, I'm gonna wait to level up until I head to Rosaria's bedchamber, because if you have a pale tongue, you can give that to her, and you can actually reset your stats. The only thing I'm gonna majorly change is moving the dex stats I have to strength, so I can wield these gauntlets properly. Of course, High Lord Wolnir. We're gonna burn that undead bone shard while we're at it, so I don't forget.
Or is it just stronger?
It just makes it stronger. Estus shards increase the uses. Undead bone shards increase the strength of my Estus flasks.
The stream looks pretty clear.
I think the only way to get the Morn armor set is if you kill Egan. Oh, sorry, you have to ask her to join the Covenant and she gives you the item you need to summon it, to use it. And then you can offer her Pale Tongues. If you give her a Pale Tongue, you can reallocate stats. Put that back to 18, that to 15, that to 15. That back to 10. We don't have to mess with that because we only need 8 dexterity to wield it, so we need to put this at 20 so we can wield the gloves. Put this back at 21. Put this back at 21. So I have 2 more levels that I can allocate somewhere. Let's just put it in dexterity just because we can. Where do you want that last point to go, George? Do you want more health, more FP, more stamina, more equip load?
Well, I mean, you have to play as the character, so I'll leave that up to you.
See, all 4 of these are so important.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Catch a tiger by its tail.
Because I'm going on more strength, build dexterity recently. Actually, I'm not going to put a point in that. Yeah, I'm going to put a point in that. I want it to be even. Or I could put a point in this and go to that. There. You like that, George?
Yes.
If you just hold it, he just spins, but if you hold it and click your strong attack, then he didn't do it this time. Hang on. Yeah, if you click the strong attack at the end of the combo, he does the flame pillar. Alright. To High Lord Wolnir's bonfire. Actually, I should check my Titanite scales. I want to see if I have enough to upgrade it. Oh, that's right, because I have to head back to the bonfire. I have to head back to the Firelink Shrine so I can level up. What? I'll take one. Sorry, my eyes weren't focusing for a second.
Yeah, you're looking at a screen short range.
So I can upgrade it once. Because I'm a dingus. I got all these souls. Haven't spent them to level up yet. After I level up... No, I can't level up yet. I got so many teleporting around I gotta do. Because first, I have to go check and see if Patches has Sigvard's armor. I might have to head into Arethiel before it shows up. Or I might have to wait until I talk to Sigvard when he's stuck in a well. Well, first things first, let's just head to Arethiel first. Because, funny story, these are probably the closest bonfires you're ever going to see in this game. Which, I don't understand why they put these bonfires so close together.
Are you gonna complain about it?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Because it makes no sense. Because you get this bonfire from defeating High Lord Wolnir. You get this bonfire for just showing up. And then you get another bonfire. And then you get another bonfire at the end of this bridge.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. There is literally no point to these three bonfires being so close together.
You ready to fight the favorite boss?
The answer to the Boreal Valley?
Yeah, is that where we are?
No.
Oh, no. That's
We still have to beat Pontus Sullivan, we still have to beat Aldrich, and we still have to beat Yorm. And the old Demon King, because I'm going to beat him before I have to fight the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Mm-hmm. When is this thing going to spawn? There it is. I hate this thing. It has such a wide attack radius for only biting. Come on! I'm literally... whatever. I don't want to kill this thing so it's not here. Something was hitting me, but it wasn't doing damage to me, so it was disrupting me from healing. I only want this thing dead because I don't want it chasing me every time I go to cross this bridge. And plus, Sirius's summon sign is near there. So I don't want to go and activate it and this asshole attack me while I'm doing it. Poisons them. I wonder if I throw my boulder at it if it'll do anything.
Boulder.
Let's go to the beginning of the bridge. I think they do a significant amount of damage. Its ribs aren't doing damage. They're hitting me to the point where it's knocking me out of, like, my healing animation.
Can you get distance from him to try to do it?
No, because he chases you down. The problem I have with this thing is that you can't stay to the side of it because for whatever reason, its sideways attack animation is wider than it realistically should be.
Yeah, because it was hitting you and it didn't look like it was actually fighting
Exactly. There's 3 of these things in this area. This is one of them.
you. Obviously.
The other 2, you fight them near each other. Bring a doll to be granted passage. If you didn't kill the Deacons of the Deek by this point, you would need to go kill them because you get an item from them. Fuck you. What?
What? Dude, it stopped like it was dead. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Well, you just gotta spit boulders in its face till you stun it.
Well, I gotta walk just far enough forward that it causes it to spawn, and you just lob boulders at it. Then when it's stunned, just get closer enough to it so I can keep lobbing boulders at it.
Or asthma failure with this.
Well,
The first hit took quite a bit.
all right, hang on. So I'm gonna walk forward.
You see that little spasm on the left side of the screen? That would actually...
Fuck you. Now I know he's dead. You get Pontiff's left eye if you convert Vort's soul into it. Wait, why am I resting at this? I'm just gonna rest at the bonfire at the other end of the bridge.
Are they one of the things that doesn't... do they spawn back?
No.
So they won't spawn back to the plus.
Mm-hmm. There are actually quite a number of enemies in this game that will not respawn. George, I know why I was doing so much damage. Look what rings I have equipped.
Pyromancies. You don't have any defensive rings?
Mm-mm. The Ring of Steel Protection you actually don't get until, I believe, post-game. Or New Game Plus. It's actually funny, there are certain items in this game that actually will not spawn until you're in New Game Plus. Like, in Dark Souls 2, there was actually a chance of you being able to get upgraded rings as you progress through the game. Here, any rings that have +1 or +2 added to them, you cannot get until post-game. Or, New Game Plus. Which, I think is nice, because then it makes you re-explore the map to see if you can find them. I also think it's stupid, because then you're stuck with these basic rings all the way through the game. If you want Cirrus for fights later on, you want to help her here. She gets attacked by Kraton the Dragon Slayer. Or Dragon Slayer Kraton. Whatever the fuck his name is. Oh, his axe is called the Dragon Slayer axe. My bad. That knock-up, bro. Get him! Hey, Creighton, you know all that health you just got back? Let me knock it out of you real quick. Damn it, he killed me. Luckily, I don't lose anything for him killing me here. But I have to re-go back into it. As long as he doesn't kill Cirrus... I don't think, even if he does kill Cirrus, I think I can go back into this. I don't remember. I think there's a way that it can not spawn. But I don't remember what the trigger condition is for it not spawning. So. Dark Souls 3 is the only game in the franchise that brought this mechanic into it, where you actually enter the worlds of your of your NPCs. Cirrus is the only one I know of that does that in this game. Why is she not healing? Why is she not healing herself? She usually heals herself. I don't know why she's not... There she is. I'm like, why is she not healing herself? Oh, I forgot. I'm under the effects of Estus negation. Yeah, he throws items that negate Estus activation. He's at an Estus class. When you see him do that animation... Oh, I forgot. He does that shit, too. I forgot he does that. He actually... Might have been a hidden blessing, I think. I love how I can negate his own attack animations. Effects of there are items you can get that negate Estus healing. Oh, damn it, she's gonna kill him, too. I bet you she's gonna kill him. Or no, she just gets body.
He does like 4 times, 5 times the damage he does.
Well, he's also wielding a pretty powerful axe. It's actually a pretty decent axe. We may not, depending upon how well this goes, we may not be able to get to Pontiff Sullivan tonight. We may get the preparation to fight him. I could be that douche that's just like, you know what? We'll get all the way to him and I'll be like, you know what? We're going to save this for next time. I mean, to be fair, Erethiel is a pretty decent sized location. Mm-hmm. So that wouldn't be a bad idea to do that. I like how I can easily stun lock him though. Man, you're not throwing none of that Estus negating shit at me. I'm gonna heal off. Oh, why'd I do that? I wonder if this would do more. This fight can be tricky only because of the fact that even when he does run out of Estus flasks,
You can still heal.
he has a hidden blessing on him. Which that item always restores you to full health and cures you of status ailments. So, to be fair, I'm also not playing this fight smart, so... Like, if I was playing it smart... No, I think the problem is I'm not playing it cautiously enough. Like, I now have the knowledge that with these weapons, I can easily stun lock him, but I keep forgetting that I have no range with these weapons. So I have to be literally in his face to do anything with it. I mean, the boulder heave's a good thing to stun him. If only Sirius would have attacked him. I'm gonna heal. Oh, he got it off? That should be the only thing he has left. At this point now, he should just be taking the time to whittle him down. Whew! I am gonna heal though. Sirius, get him! Sirius, get him! Good job, Sirius.
I helped. I was there for it.
I did all the work!
Thank you for your kind assistance. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
See, at least she has the kindness to thank you for helping her. Now that we've done this, Creighton's spirit will spawn later on. When we kill him, we can come back here to get his armor set. When we kill him, we get his axe. If we come back here, we get his armor set. That's part of the reason why I wanted to kill that dog thing. Alright, now, you see this? If you didn't get the silver doll, this wouldn't let you enter it. But because we have the silver doll, we can enter it. Back to Firelink, because I have like 60,000 souls I want to use. I might put a few points into strength just to increase the damage of, No, again, I reiterate, I can't... I can't spend it yet. I gotta grab Sigward's armor, if it's there now.
I have that dark spirit was one of Rosaria's my sworn fearsome, and I would not have...
Now we have the silver cat ring.
If you require help on your travels, I offer you my sign.
Yeah, that ring is super helpful. Alright, now if I remember correctly, if I'm correct, Sigward's armor should be here. Because I've done it before where I haven't talked to Sigward in the Cathedral of the Deep, and his armor was still here. So... Why is it not here? Did I miss an event with Sigward?
Can't find
No, I did all the events with Sigward up to this point. I'm pretty sure. I met him when we got to the elevator that you have to roll off of it to go up to a different level. We talked to him to help fight the demon. The first demon we run into. And that's it. You don't run into him again up until this point. I'm just gonna go to the cleansing chapel to see if he's there. Because there's a well near the entrance of the room that takes you to the cleansing chapel bonfire. If you go to the well, if you hear him talk, then he'll mention that his armor was stolen. If you trigger the event with Patches, then Patches would have it. Because Patches was the one that stole it from him.
So you have to take it back home.
You have to buy it from him. Yeah, you basically you talk to him, he's like, hey, my armor's stolen. You talk to Patches, and Patches goes, oh yeah, I more or less have his armor. Okay, it doesn't. George. Behind the couch. My strategy guide for Dark Souls 3 is in there. Grab it. Because I'm obviously missing something. Go all the way into the back and bring up the NPC section. And look for Sigward's section. Look for Zigvod of Katarina.
What does it start with?
S. He says it Sigvud, but it's Sigward. Now you're gonna have to go a little bit farther back.
Oh, way to the back.
Some of them are farther back for some reason.
Oh,
there it is.
Sigward of Katarina.
Alright, so read me his encounters.
Wait, the onion has this, right? Sigward is a knight of Katarina. You need me to read the whole thing?
No, just read the events when he shows up. I know when he shows up, but the first time you meet him is after you meet Egan. Because
So let's see.
when you reach the elevator that he can't figure out how it works, that's when you first meet him.
You first meet him in the Undead Settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to him a few times, finish the dialogue there. We'll move to the balcony slightly higher along the same lift. Roll off the lift. Find out what he's going there. He wants to stop the arrows that are coming from that tower. If you befriend the giant up top, this will succeed. Either way, he'll join you as an ally in battle. If you descend from his balcony and go toward the town that's close by.
Yeah, you run into the fight with the demon.
Help him fight, then talk to him a few times afterwards. You get his Sigbra.
Which I did.
Next, he can be found in a bind in the Cathedral of the Deep, trapped down a well just outside the cleansing shrine bonfire chapel. You need to recover his full Katarina armor from Patches and give it to him there. Do so and he'll teach you the rejoice gesture and venture on to Erythriel with valor.
So I didn't miss any events. I don't know why this isn't spawning.
You did speak to him? Is he down there?
No. Because normally when you approach he goes, hello? Because he hears you coming towards the well. I don't know why he's not here. Because usually it's by the time I hit Erythiel that Sigward's questline for this activates. And I don't know why it's not activating. Because I already triggered the Patches stuff. And for some reason, Patches doesn't have his armor.
Unbreakable Patches.
Yeah.
If you forgive him, you can retain his services as a merchant. He resides up on the upper level of the Firelink Shrine. Patches sells Sigurd's armor set, and indeed you need to purchase it to save Sigurd. Trapped down there.
Like I said, I don't know why. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up on my phone. Is it possible for Sigward's quest to not activate?
For the Katarina helm, armor, gauntlets, and leggings, that is the full set, right?
Mhm.
All 4 pieces. You need a total of 15,000 souls.
Which I don't understand. Like I said, I don't understand why his armor set is not showing up.
A sneaking rodent. But he did me a good turn. Doubtless I should do so. No, I'll give you.
So as long as you keep 15,000 souls, you'll be able to beat it.
Can't find anything you like.
I knew it.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, I did. So usually when I go through the Cathedral of the Deep, you know the first giant I killed?
Yeah.
There's a set of large doors that you're supposed to open. I didn't open them. God damn it. I knew I was missing something, but apparently what triggers him to be there is that you open the doors. I guess he somehow falls into the well. Or something happens to him when he gets stuck in an area underneath the well. Mm-hmm. But in order to get... Part of the way to trigger that is that, one, you have to encounter Patches and forgive him. So he'll have the armor set. Then you have to open up this big doorway, which is near the first giant. And for some reason, that spawns Sigward. Why in all things does opening these giant doors spawn Sigward, but... No, because I think it's one of those stupid. It's one of those stupid hidden things where it's like, oh, by the way, if you didn't do this, doesn't cause it to happen.
Then you should be able to go back to.
No, there's another set of doors I want to go open.
Yes, to make sure.
Mm-hmm. But I can get to it quickly because I have opened the pathway to the shortcut to get to Rosaria's bedchamber without having to teleport to it. Just remember, if you decide to attack me, I will kill you. Don't you do it! Thank you. At least on the bright side, the giant shouldn't be here, though. No, get out of my way! I have a date. Some kind of maggot creature. I don't know. And it's never explained what it is. Nobody knows why she has it around her, too. She just has it. But there is a quest line where she can die. It involves, Leonholm. This is the other gate I was thinking of. Because this is near the entrance of the cathedral. No, fuck you. I'm only going this way because it'll be faster. Besides, I'm pretty sure everybody doesn't want to see a loading screen every 9 seconds. So we go up here. Think if we then now I think if we leave the area and come back, Sigward should be there. Or better yet, if we go back to Firelink, Patches should have his armor. Of course, I'm going the wrong way. Actually, I just want to go rest here. I just want to see if by doing this causes him to spawn. If not, then I'll just warp back to the Firelink. Okay, this didn't cause him to spawn, so I think I have to completely leave the area and come back. Because in the forum I was reading, it says even if you make it to, even if you make it to Arethiel Valley, you can still get Sigward to spawn as long as you don't venture into Arethiel Valley. Like after that first bonfire, as long as you don't venture into the city, you can still get him to spawn. But I think it's once you kill Pontiff Sullivan, if you don't initiate his quest line, you kill him. Alright, let's go talk to Patches and see if he has his armor. I've done everything, so he should have his armor. Why? I've done everything. It's bullshit. Because if I can't get Sigward to help me in that fight, I'm gonna have to fight Yorm the one-on-one way.
Well, you have to talk to Sigward in the well before he'll have the armor.
No, I've bought the armor before Sigward. Before I talked to Sigward.
The strategy guy says you have to talk to him and then Patches will have his armor.
Maybe I triggered this event too early. And it caused it not to spawn. I don't know. All I know is I've never had this much trouble with Sigward's questline before. I think it's probably because since the first time I was in the cathedral, I didn't explore it as much as I should have. Because I didn't open those doors. And I should have. Well, usually I do. But I didn't. Shut up. I can't deal with Ashes of Ariandel yet.
Hello?
Yes!
Hello?
What did I say?
The funny thing is I've never initiated it this way before, though.
Anyone at all?
It's actually following the strategy guide.
It's me, Siegfried of Katarina. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my arm. Did you have... Oh, not to worry. An old tenant and I...
It's funny because when you buy his armor, you can do a dick move. You can not give it to him. Obviously, he dies and you don't get the assistance to fight Yorm. But... Not that you really need the assistance to fight Yorm to begin with. But... Well, you can get Sigward's armor one of two ways. You can get Sigward's questline up to the point where Patches has it, and you can choose not to give it to him. Or, you can give it to him, complete his questline, and he leaves it near Yorm's bonfire for you to pick up.
So, whether you save him or not, you still get it.
Whether you save him, you have to complete his questline up to that point.
Yeah.
So if you don't even initiate his questline to begin with, which I think is kind of a must if you want certain items. Actually, funny is I don't think you have to buy his shield. Does it say you have to buy his shield? I don't think you have to. I know you have to buy at least his armor.
It does in fact show his shield here.
Yeah, but does it say you have to buy his shield or just his armor?
You need to recover his full Katarina armor from Patches and give it to him there.
Okay, so it's just his armor.
Thanks, good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like your shield is classified as...
No, it's not, because it's classified as a weapon. It's not classified as a piece of armor. That's right. Alright, now we head back to the cleansing chapel, give Sigvard his armor, and next time we meet him again, we'll meet him actually in Arethiel Valley. So, making a pot of Estus soup.
Good stuff.
Gives you a free Estus flask heal. So I can't complain. But I can complain about 3 bonfires being literally right next to each other. Because that's literally what it is. You get 1 bonfire from killing High Lord Wolnir. You get 1 before you enter Arethiel, and 1 after you enter Arethiel. It makes no sense. Because they did that in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 too, where you had like 2 or 3 bonfires literally right next to each other. It's like, why?
Maybe I've...
By the way, when you can't hear it, George, because it's only going through my headset. When you give him his armor, you actually hear it go. Your character, you actually hear the sound effect as if your character was pushing it over the edge of the well, and it falls down and goes. Dun, 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 dun. That's the clunking sound.
I'll be out until we meet.
And he gives you a emote for it. Now we've run into Sigward. I'm pretty sure we run into now at this point. I'm pretty sure we run into Sigward 2 more times. 1 more time in Arethiel Valley, and then 1 more time in Arethiel Dungeon. Then after that, after you run into him in Arethiel Dungeon, we meet him again when we go to fight Yorm.
Meeting him in Arethiel Valley is rewarding as he grants you the Emit Force Miracle.
Grey Rat to pillage Arethiel Valley, he'll save them.
Arethiel Valley, while Sigward is present, he automatically saves the little thief from death.
Grey Rat can be saved 2 separate ways if you send him to pillage Arethiel Valley. If you're doing the Sigward questline and you talk to Sigward there and then you send Grey Rat, he'll save Grey Rat. But if you're not following Sigward's questline if you send Grey Rat to pillage Raytheon Valley, you have to tell Patches about it. Because Patches likes Grey Rat as a friend. As a fellow thief, I should say. If you tell Patches that you sent Grey Rat to Raytheon Valley, and you mentioned that he might be in danger, Grey Rat, Patches will go to save Grey Rat. And save him. Yes, but you cannot send him to pillage Lothric Castle. Because if you send him to Lothric, he will die. And if you send Patches after him to go save him, Patches will come back disheartened and say that he wasn't able to save him. I think he'll say, like, by the time he got there, he was already dead. Grey Rat? Yeah, it's pretty good. I gotta sell all these useless rings I'm not using. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this.
Ashen one.
I gotta give the one pyromancy tome to Cornix.
Well, this inscription, fascinating.
You can't give this to him. He'll say it contains too much darkness. This is a tome you give Carla, the witch. You know, all this time I've completely forgotten to reinforce my pyromancy flame. Karthus Flame Arc. Allows me to imbue my weapon with flames if I'm running a normal weapon. This really isn't all that good.
Do not be gone. What?
I'm about to go do that now. Now that we've gotten Sigward's quest line squared away.
Well, very well. Then hey.
We got 3 level ups. Put 1 into attunement, 1 into endurance, and I'll put it into vigor. Doesn't hurt to have more health.
Ashen one. This is.
Oh yeah. So remember when we got to the top of that tower?
Me,
got the Firekeeper Soul, which I don't think you can do anything with it. I know you can't convert it into a weapon.
She will understand. We are both.
The only purpose it serves is that you can give it to the Firekeeper, and that if you commit any sins, anything that would give you a dark sigil, you can come to her, and you can spend souls to heal it. I don't have any dark sigils, so it doesn't apply to me. There is an item you can get that will cause her to, there's an item that you can give her that is an important item if you want to go for one of the 2 endings. Well, one of the 4 endings. 2 of the 4 endings, actually. Because there's 4 endings in this game. I'm going to go through all 4 of them. All 4 endings. This one's just going to be the standard ending. Which is I just go in, I beat the Soul Cinder, I activate the final bonfire. Then we're going to do the Extinguishing the Flame ending. Then we're going to do the Usurping the Flame ending. And then the 4th character is going to do the Hollow Lord ending. Which I have to look that up in the strategy guide because I don't remember that one off the top of my head. Hey, Rich, by the way, these are the dudes that will always swing faster than you regardless of what you do. Well, I pretty much stun locked him. I try to run around it, because they don't... Yeah. Oh, shit. I didn't have my, Yeah, I learned something. These guys are actually weak to fire. Cool, I got back that Estus flask I had to use. What time is it? 9:13, okay. I think we'll wrap it up with exploring Arethiel Valley. We'll save Pontiff Sullivan for another time. What we'll do is, actually, you know what we'll do is next stream is that we'll go Pontiff Sullivan, we'll go fight, Yorm, and we'll go fight Aldrich. So we'll kill 2 Lords of Cinder next stream. I like how my other gauntlet's just conveniently attached to my hip.
Yet when you put your katana away...
It just disappears.
and you put it in your...
What the? Hey, apparently he wasn't as close as I thought he was. Oh, he's backstepping! Oh, you want to be that way? What?
Wow, the game just went way hard. Oh my god. Hello?
I have never had that happen. Never.
Well, he attacked you with an invisible weapon and threw you off.
No, I think what ended up happening is that I negated his animation, but it still went through. I got a Pontiff knife ground. Yeah, these guys are always... doing something that allows them to hit you when you're not when realistically you shouldn't be being hit. But whatever.
Seagulls?
I love that. I love that ability. Oh, I forgot that leaves the lingering fire effect. The funny thing is, I've never seen him do that. Nah, I used the wrong Estus flask. It's always been able to do that. Yeah, but it's not making me get through this part any faster.
Nope.
I like Boulder Heave. I don't like the range of Boulder Heave.
Dude, you're heaving a boulder.
Yeah, but you know the dude I got that from could spew it like 3 times as far as I'm doing it.
Level it up?
I can't.
No.
You can't level up spells in this game.
Oh. Damn. I didn't know
Yeah, it is.
that. Anything to shoot it further.
I don't think. Earlier I tried to see if I could aim up. That's cool. It'd be a pyromancy. Come on, motherfucker, get up here. This is a scenario I didn't want to happen. Because I can't get past this first freaking burning witch. Of course. Come on! There's gotta be a way to stop that animation. It's because it didn't actually hit him. He's in a sense I'm kind of soul grinding. I just got his weapon. Never got his weapon. I swear to God, if I miss this. If I had a sword, that would mean a little bit more. Don't you turn around. Thank you. Ah, sweet, sweet salvation.
Talking about him being so close, but
Well, it doesn't, like, the thing about the Pontiff Knights is that it does not matter. Again, it's another scenario where it does not matter how defensive you are. They will still do a shit. This is where the game starts to get harder, but the real difficulty doesn't go up until after you've defeated the Dancer of the Boreal Valley.
Oh, I thought it might be you. Good to see you. I never managed to find Horace, but my duty must be done, even alone. As an unkindled Lord Seeker for the children I knew, bless their souls.
This is the only time she mentions those children.
We all have our reasons.
She never talks about them ever again.
Ah, I would do well to may the flames guide your way.
Quiet resolve.
Ah, I would make...
Okay, I've exhausted all of her audio cues.
Lady.
I think the trick to figuring out that he's there is that you gotta look at the statues and you gotta look at the one that's... I think his eyes are glowing. Proof of a Concord kept. I don't understand the point of this item. No, I think it's classified as a consumable. Tool. It's classified as a tool. The roster of knights. Oh, I almost... No, he killed me, really? Are you gonna do this now, Creighton, huh? You know what, I should probably use his axe. I like the fists and all, but I need something with more range. These fists have gotten me killed way too many times. Actually, I'm gonna... Oh, that's right. I removed the dexterity, so I can't wield that sword.
we do not see it in here. Under the tools classification.
Maybe it's a key item then.
Knight register.
I got him, George. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. Got him. Can I even wield his axe? Roster of knights.
Check.
That's unaffected. Check Dark Moon Knights.
I cannot find it.
Maybe it was an item that was added in after the base game.
Equipment. Was it a catalyst? It was under the equipment category.
It's on the tools. It has unlimited uses. I would assume it's a tool. Unfortunately, I can't wield Creighton's axe. I need 14 dexterity. Why do these guys do so much damage? That's stupid. That's stupid. There's no rewards for actually doing well. I hate it when games do that. When they do a roster system, but there's no rewards for getting there.
Yes, for multiplayer stuff. Weird. Is there a multiplayer category in there, or does it only focus on solo play? That's probably why you can't find it. Like I was listening.
I just fell down. Most covenants are, I think most if not all of the covenants are multiplayer. So the only one that's not multiplayer is the Warriors of Sunlight, and that's focused more on cooperation than multiplayer. That should just be a force of habit.
Get ready to attack it.
Just attack a treasure chest every time you see it. Mainly because of the reason that it could be a mimic. Because if you don't have the mimic locations memorized, like I don't have them memorized. Yeah, for some reason those always do like a small amount of damage, and suddenly it's like, oh, we just amped up the damage output, and now you're gonna get fucked. Why does that do so much damage? I don't have any. I'm out of regular Estus flasks. I have the silver cat ring. I wouldn't have had to need to take that. God damn it. I'm getting tired. I'm making stupid mistakes. Like, I could have survived that jump if I would have just put on my cat ring. Because obviously by falling there, it didn't trigger him, so... Because there's an enemy there. I'll put it on when I go to do a jump. No point in having it on any other time. This here, I can make this. I can just avoid these guys because I got all the items in here. These guys' damage output is so weird. Like, one time they hit you and it's like, oh, you know, we're not going to do that much damage.
When they hit you with their physical weapon, it does hardly anything, but if they hit you with their shade, they're coming out of their shade.
It seems like they get like maybe like a sneak attack bonus or something like that. I shoot boulders out of my mouth. Whoa! Now I'm gonna put the ring on.
You just grab your souls and go back to them instead.
Oh, fuck that. Why am I not locking on? I'm not sure if this is a... Let's ring a sacrifice. We're coming up on the next bit with Sigward. We're also coming up on the bit where we get, oh, yeah. This ring combination I have on there is pretty much almost a must with any spellcaster. Well, except you're going to change the rings depending upon what you are. Like, you're going to try to run like a sorcery-based one if you're running sorceries. You're on pyromancer ones if you're running pyromancies. You run Morin's ring. You know, I honestly don't think these stack.
We're gonna look it up.
Yeah, look up if the Great Swamp ring and the Witch's ring stack. Because if they stack, I'm going to keep them on. If they don't, I'm not going to. Where did this dude even come from? Because if you remember, I don't ever run spellcaster builds, so I don't know if any of that stuff stacks or not.
Yes, they do stack, but as far as left from the big stuff, really it doesn't help. I don't recommend it because one of those super fireworks.
Okay, then I'm gonna take this off for something else. Estus ring. I need to heal more. Green blossom. Come over here, there's a bonfire.
They do, but most of the time you'd only use Witch's Ring. Swamp Ring is like 50% less effective.
Okay.
Stack 15 plus 20%. Add Fire Clutch Ring, and you got a whopping 50% more damage with Pyro.
No, fuck the fire clutch ring.
Yeah, it's 10%.
Well, not only that, but the fire clutch ring reduces your defenses. It puts them in the negative.
But you're getting 25% more power with just
Yeah, but if enemies are coming close to one-shotting you anyway, that's not really going to help you.
No, I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I would use Creighton's axe. The only downside, I don't have the dexterity to use it. Excrement covered ashes. I just realized I don't want to go this way yet. I have to head the other way.
Somebody died in the I'm gonna shit on.
Or maybe it was the ashes of a person. Or maybe it was the ashes of a person who shit themselves. I don't remember what you get from it though. I think we're coming up with the part where, I think it's down here.
This game like poop, doesn't it?
Come on, this is bullshit. He did that. No. I dropped his armor. Fuck you! How did it miss? Fine, I'll just beat you to death. Fire Witch armor. I've actually never gotten this piece of armor.
Really?
It's not that bad. I just wish I had
Definitely does not go with your outfits, but
I just wish I had the other pieces.
to those two sets.
Yeah, because they're actually pretty nice sets, and they're good for elemental defenses. I have the Pontiff Crown. This one's the physical defenses aren't actually that bad. But I have to kill the Burning Witches to get them, and I hate fighting the Burning Witches. I might just go use the Pale Tongue again, just to give myself enough dexterity so I can build Creighton's axe. Just so I have a little bit of range. Just let me kill this man in peace. I'm gonna heal because we're coming up on another NPC fight.
After this, you're gonna...
I hate these fists. How about we end
And then
with...
when you're not tired, you can...
How about we end when I go back to Rosaria and tell her, hey, I upped my strength, it didn't work, I want my dex back. How about we go do that? Like, don't get me wrong, these fists are cool. I went to the wrong fucking place. Like, don't get me wrong, these fists are cool. I think the axe would have been a better choice, though. Just because I have range. Like I said, I don't mind fist weapons. And they're great for stun locking people. But... the damage output's just not high enough. Like, even if you do upgrade them, the only way melee weapons like that are going to be even useful is if you go a pure strength build, and you just run like a lot of vigor and endurance and vitality and stuff like that. Like, if you're going a pure vigor, endurance, vitality, strength build, that would work perfectly fine, but if you're not, they're not very good. Hey Rosaria, I made a big mistake. I need to talk to you. Oh, there is a limit to how many times you can do this, though. You can only do it 5 times per playthrough. I think I just need 14 strength and 14 dex. Let's put in... Oh, I can't. Let's put it in vigor. Round it out. There. My vigor's at 20 points. I'm not touching it for a while.
You're short, aren't you?
I'm short of strength. Do I have another pale tongue? I do. Rosaria, babe, I made a mistake again.
Well, you have 2 more uses.
This is the most I've ever reallocated my points before. Alright, we're gonna put this back to 19. We need this to be 18. We need this to be 14. Okay, something's gonna have to give.
So you can get more faith.
Yeah. If I...
I would do...
I don't want to get rid of Vigor, but I don't want to get rid of Attunement and Endurance. I could get rid of Vitality.
Doesn't that help with, like...
It helps with equipment. It helps with equip load, but... Hang on. There. Thanks, Rosaria, babe. Ah, much better. I got a little bit of range. I do want to go back and get my souls, though. And plus, now I'm not wielding fisticuff weapons, I should be able to kill Alva a little bit easier. This is definitely one of my shorter streams. Well, actually, we started late.
We started a touch late. We had some issues right away. Right at the beginning.
Yeah, you can keep those pointy swords to yourself, mister. Got him. Now his armor set will spawn later in Arethiel Dungeon. TP to the Distant Manor, because that's where we're going to start off next session. We are not touching Erithiel Dungeon until after we kill Pontiff Sullivan. Even then, probably not until after we kill Aldrich. I want to save Yorm for third. I want to kill Aldrich first because he's a more annoying boss fight. Alright, so... Hang on, I want to get closer to the bonfire while I do this. And thus, George, we toast to the end of Session 3 of the Dark Souls live stream. We didn't kill Pontiff Sullivan, which is upsetting, but we dicked around too much with Sigvard getting that quest to work, and then me trying to help Cirrus, because I want Cirrus's help for boss fights later on. If I had realized that opening those doors actually triggers Sigvard's side quest, I would have remembered to have done them when I actually first went through the Cathedral of the Deep, but whatever. All's well that ends well. We got his quest to trigger, so I can't complain. Next session, which will be not this coming Monday, but the Monday after, we will kill Pontiff Sullivan. We'll kill the old Demon King. And then if time permits, we'll kill Aldrich and Yorm. So our goal is to kill 4 bosses next session. If we kill at least one of the Lords of Cinders, I'll be content with that stream. But for now, a toast to the end of a successful stream.